So, I mean, I just kind of tap it. See how there's no powder floating anymore?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's hard to see. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn it upside down and you're gonna squeeze the bag, and it's going to cause the fluid to come back in, like that. So it's really just squeezing. So if you have anxiety, it's a good little, squeezing tool.
Yeah.
You're like, Dad, I'm really stressed about this. All right, I'm gonna squeeze it out. But you just watch and see how it's trickling down.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super fast, but this is how you get it back in. See, and now all of that's empty.
Okay.
All right. Then the next part you're gonna do, you're gonna open this packet.
Okay.
The most important parts of it to keep clean, away from anything, is this tip and this tip.
Okay.
This tip has a little plastic cover on it, just to keep it clean. You're gonna pull this off. Then on this bag, you're gonna pull the little blue part off.
Okay.
Then we're gonna do what's called spiking the bag. You're gonna turn this upside down, make sure you don't touch this against anything. If you accidentally touch this against something, use an alcohol pad and wipe it off.
Okay.
Then you slide it in here and you push it all the way in till the rim of this bottom meets this part here. And then you're gonna tip the bag and watch the fluid go through until it comes to this very tip.
Okay.
That's called priming it, because you have to get the air out of the tube.
Okay.
Then once it reaches it, you roll this clamp down to stop the fluid from running out.
Okay.
So see how I've got the fluid all the way through?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna hang the bag.
I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm
You're
nervous.
gonna be okay. I promise. This is like the easiest kind of infusion. There's really not much now it said
200.
200. So what you can do is turn this dial to 200.
Okay.
Right there. Okay?
Okay.
So that is about, and that's not perfect science. So this might not run perfectly over 30 minutes, but this helps it to regulate. So then once we connect him, once this is connected to him, we'll roll this clamp totally open. And this part is controlling how quickly the drip is. Another thing to do too is you can open this little window here, squeeze just a little bit of fluid in to there, like halfway. Don't fill the whole chamber, just to halfway. And then you'll see the drip come from this very tip.
Okay.
So this is ready.
Okay.
So this is primed.
Okay.
The next thing we're gonna do, these syringes, and you can do both of them, I mean, just to get it ready. So these syringes, you have to pull the plunger back a little bit, just a little bit, and then you push the air out. So you push the fluid till it reaches the tip.
Yeah.
Because they put a little bit of air in there. I don't know why they do it, but you have to do that so that it'll actually work, or it kind of won't push. So see, there's just a little bit of air in there. I'm gonna pull the plunger back, and then I'm gonna push the fluid out. So what I'm gonna do is one of these before, and then
after.
infuse the medication, then one after. The whole point of this is I'm gonna flush it the first time so that we can make sure that the line is clear,
Okay.
okay? Then when you flush it the last time, it's to make sure all the medication goes in. That's the whole point of it.
Okay.
So then I'm gonna take a rubbing alcohol, and you're gonna clean this every time you connect something to it. You're gonna go, you can do the ABCs in your head, but the most important spot to get clean is that very tip.
Okay.
So you're gonna kind of push your thumb on it
Okay.
and just go back and forth.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna take the original syringe, the first saline syringe, Now you don't have to do this. What I'm about to do, you don't have to do. This is for a nurse to check. We pull back to see that there's blood.
Okay.
You guys don't have to do that. You
Okay.
just have to push it.
Okay.
And you kind of do a little like short pulsating
Okay.
with your hand.
Okay.
Because you don't want to just shove it really quick. But that blood is a good thing. That's telling me that he has a good, or that his line is in the right spot, and that he has good blood return.
Okay.
So then I'm going to take another rubbing alcohol. I'm going to take the little tip of this and I'm going to take it off. It's like a little, it's just to cover the tip to make sure it stays clean. Then I'm going to rub the tip again. I'm going to push in and turn. It turns kind of like, it has threading. They call it a Lorlock. That's what it's called. The threading just, you're going to feel a little resistance, so you're going to push the tip in and then you're going to turn it.
Okay.
And don't be worried if it pops off at first. Like, then you can just clean it with rubbing alcohol and try to put it back on again. Okay? But you want a nice, snug, tight fit because you don't want the medication to leak out through the sides.
Okay.
So then I'm going to unclamp this. So all you do is, it's like a chip clip. You just kind of unpop it. And then I'm going to open my clamp completely and watch that this is dripping. And then he's good to go. That's the whole thing.